Hi, we are here backstage at the Marco show in New York City. I just finished my face and I'm about to get into the body.
We're just doing some last minute couches. Couches.
Oh! Oh my gosh, she's sewing it to my skin.
Feels good, right?
A little.
This is my first time ever walking for Marco. You know, I've always been involved in the gigs, but I've never been up in the gigs. So I just can't wait to get out there and get sickening. What I can tell you I'm really excited for is the opening with Janusz Marshall, who's one of my favorite choreographers. So I can't wait for him to kick it off with a bang.
I've walked for Marco in his initial New York Fashion Week show, which was a couple of years ago, and I'm here for round 2.
They don't usually let me into these kinds of things, because I'm usually the crazy one. Yeah! I've got my dancing shoes! They're like, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna like set fire to things? People get nervous when they can't control us.
My senior quote was, "Life is a runway." So as far as I'm concerned, I've been walking my whole life.
I added Sasha Velour to the show last night, so racing in the car to her apartment in Brooklyn at like 11 p.m. last night to fit her was probably one of the most exciting moments.
The last time I walked a runway was as a little child modeling tennis uniforms somewhere in the wilds of Illinois, of central Illinois. And then I guess there was RuPaul's Drag Race somewhere in between there. That was just a very short runway though.
There's a bunch of new people. We have Laganja for the first time, which is really great. Sasha, Gia Gunn, Amanda Lepore.
How are you?
I have met Amanda. Super honored to be in the same show as her. She's obviously an icon for the community as well for show life and stuff like that.
Meeting Amanda Lepore was incredible. She looks exactly the way she does in photos, absolutely flawless, and just so kind. It's lovely to be around her. I was honored.
I think it was super exciting for Marco to bring his LA-based brand to New York and have it mixed with a little of like the New York street flavor.
The theme for tonight is night, so it's like that 1950s party vibe. You can see through kind of like the corseting and the blazers and the collars and the girls' gowns, and it's all kind of 50s inspired, but also very modern.
I kind of just scribbled on a bunch of paper and then made those scribbles into the dresses. So.
Well, I'm in boy drag today because, you know, I'm kind of in transition. I'm working on becoming a choreographer, and I'm, you know, just broadening my horizons. And so Marco was really cool with allowing me to be in my androgynous form today.
So my piece is a really high cut sort of bathing suit number, and I love showing legs because I'm not like the tallest bitch in the crowd. So it's nice to show leg and kind of give the illusion that she's a model, you know?
So I'm wearing a very tasteful conservative choker that sort of just dives down into a little mesh brief, and then again keeping it classy.
I'm just adding a couple more pieces of fabric to this, trying to fill Milks in. You know, she's not a tiny lady. She's a plus size model. That's a good way of putting it.
Well, you know, Marco still got me up in the heels today and some makeup. You know, I couldn't just come up here and be full boy because I don't have body. Now, I do have dick, but I don't got body. So I said, baby, let me just get up in some kind of gig.
If you've gotten a peek backstage or that hottie that just came out, there is a lot of skin backstage, a lot, which means a lot of toning, a lot of makeup. I haven't gotten any makeup on my butt yet, but it's a little white. We just got out of bikini season, you guys. Don't judge me.
Some of the models have like 18 abs, and some of us have the one. So I've got like a really awesome corset for this moment. This isn't really helping my body issues at all. It was the egg sandwich I had this morning, I think. But that Asiago spread was everything. Oh God. We're just breaking ribs. Creating magic. This is such a compromising moment. I'm gonna kill you, Marco. Glamour.
My shoes are really slippery and that runway is slick, bitch. So I'm just gonna be focusing on not following and just kind of feeling the fantasy. I feel more than anything you have to feel the fantasy. If you feel it, that translates to the audience and the crowd and they feel it with you, you know?
Well, I like to tell people when they come to #Laganja's dance school, the way to walk is to put your toes before your heels. It's very simple. Chronological order. You just put one foot in front of the other. Lots of people really overthink the walk. It's more about just owning who you are and working it.
Before you step on, you think about how you're going to showcase the garment, you think about not tripping, you think about which way you got to turn, because these things matter. When you're a model, you think about sucking it in and looking gorgeous, and when you step on there, you just get your life from the crowd, because they're screaming and they're living for the fashion, and you're not even so much you as you are just like a vessel to showcase the colors and the shapes, and it's fantastic.
I kind of just think I'm on the moon or something, or another planet, you know, I'm just like, go to orbit.
I just try to think of like Cindy, Christy, Linda, just the whole like stomp. Just like, that's what runway is about for me, is the show of it all. And so some queens these days won't like do a twirl or anything on the runway, but you gotta do it. That's where the flair comes in, right? I'm getting some flair put on my chest right now. Yeah.
It's not like performing, it's, you know, just getting out there and doing whatever. I tried practicing, but I said, I think it's best for me just to go out there and just do whatever feels natural. Right, Marco?
100%.
Yeah, like, this is not like war on the catwalk, honey. Things are not strategically played. This is still art.
Marco's show's always been different because it embraces diversity. You have models that are, you know, covering the entire rainbow. It's just so exciting to participate in a show that celebrates queer life in such a sexy, fun, poppy way.
I'm so into it. It's all about like just the fabulous, essential queerness of our community, celebrating that through so many different bodies, genders, skin colors, and that's so important now more than ever to see that this is what makes a great community, this is what makes beauty.
Marco is super progressive for choosing such a vast selection of different types of models. The whole point is to be colorful, to be an artist, and to be just enjoying life. I think that's what Marco definitely represents.